So today we're making Calamarata pasta. So if you look at the shape, it's actually shaped just like calamari. And of course we're gonna do it with calamari, because why not? So we're gonna do Calamarata pasta, a little bit of calamari, a touch of saffron, some anchovy, a little bit of garlic, and some pomodoro sauce. It's gonna be amazing. First thing is, let's get our water on. So the water's on, it's on full blast. You always season afterwards. After the water comes to a boil is when you season. Then we're gonna start getting all of our mise en place ready. So I started by chopping up a little bit of parsley stems because I don't like to throw those out. And we're gonna use it 2 different ways today. Second, we're just gonna get this guy open so he's prepared. Now, let's talk about the garlic. So normally I take the garlic and I remove it. Today I'm gonna leave it in, and I'm actually gonna give it just a quick smash just like that, and just a really rough chop. This time I really want that garlic flavor in there. It's not a really traditional way of using garlic, but we're gonna do that anyway. All right, and then we are going to take this squid and start cleaning it up. So this is what we do. Take 1 tentacle, because that's all we're gonna need for this. Throw it on the cutting board, and then I go nice thick slices, because I want the calamari to have some substance. Oh, so careful when you're in there. It's got that little plastic looking thing. That's actually the backbone. So we cut that out. And then I got 2 or 3 little tentacles here. First thing first, fire on. Good amount of olive oil in here, right? You know how much I like to use my olive oil. That goes in here. Now, normally I throw the garlic into toast, but what we're gonna actually do is, I'm gonna take a couple of these parsley stems, and I'm gonna toast my parsley stems in here, right? So we're gonna start flavoring this oil. Now, you could easily put a little bit of chili flake in here if you want. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want this dish to be that spicy. I wanna taste the squid, but you could easily put some chili flake in here if you wanted to. The parsley stems are doing its thing. I'm gonna add the anchovy. So I'm gonna do 2 anchovies in this. 3, because number 3 is always for me. So good. All right, turn the heat down a little bit. And you're gonna start to break up that anchovy in the oil. It's gonna start to disintegrate. Oh yeah, smells delicious already. We're gonna turn down the heat quite a bit, and now the garlic goes in, all right? As the garlic is toasting, perfect time to throw in your very little bit of saffron in there. This is really gonna add depth to the dish. Smells delicious. All right, the anchovies basically disintegrate at this point, and the flavor of that oil is gonna be amazing. Now the white wine. So, always off the heat, because you don't wanna set a fire. White wine. And we're gonna let that cook out till it's basically gone. Time to take out the parsley stems, you don't need that anymore. The white wine, you can see how much it's been cooked out. All right, so now you add your pomodoro. So this is your tomato sauce. Do about 3 nice spoonfuls in here. We're gonna let this guy come up to a little bit of a boil. And then we're gonna give it a little taste and see where the seasoning's at. Fucking heaven. All right, a little bit of salt. Not too much, because we're gonna season our pasta water nicely. And then we're gonna turn this guy off. And then we're gonna cook the pasta once it comes up to a boil. All right, and don't forget, you always salt your pasta water. Now it's time to throw the pasta in now that's boiling. So now that that's in there, we can finish this sauce up. All right, so in here now, we are going to put our chopped up parsley that we did before, the stems and all. A lot of the flavors in the stems. That's a big misconception about parsley. As well as the calamari itself can go in now. Pasta goes in now. Calamari, meat calamari. That's it. That's funny, huh? Let's finish this guy now. All right, toss this guy together nice. Ooh, that's good. Check for seasoning. Cook this pasta a touch more. All right. Calamarata pasta with calamari, saffron, anchovy, garlic, and parsley. Looks incredible. Ready to try it? Let's go. I'm gonna burn the fuck out of my mouth. That's the one. That's delicious.